Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Now let's see how to create a purchase order. The next step in the P2P cycle is usually to send out a purchase order to your vendor. Purchase order is basically a legal document that you send out to the vendor against which the vendor will ship you the goods, right? Let's see how to make a purchase order in next week. I can go in transactions, purchases and enter purchase order. This is the navigation to enter a purchase order. And this is going to open up a purchase order form for us. I'm going to select the standard form for the sake of demo. Alright. Here notice that the first thing that I need to select on my purchase order is the vendor right. And this is a mandatory field. Again, you will see tons and tons of custom fields created on this purchase order document. But again, we'll be focusing on all the important ones and all the mandatory ones. First you need to give a vendor. Let's just use ADA that we just created. Dynasty vendor. This is going to be my vendor against which I'm going to be giving out my purchase order. Alright. PO will be automatically approved. And then moving forward, you will notice that subsidiary by default is GTSVR. If I need to change the subsidiary, I can also change the subsidiary because this vendor is assigned to 3 subsidiaries. Remember, in our last screen, I assigned 3 subsidiaries. All those 3 are available here. Not all of my subsidiaries are available, but only the ones that I selected on that relationship page. Now I can, select the subsidiary. I can select my department that is trying to order this goods, perhaps admin. I can assign this to my class. Let's say product line A or any other location, and here I'm going to select my location in which I will be receiving the goods. Let's say San Francisco, US is the location, physical location where this PO will be received. I'm going to select that. Alright, and then these are all custom fields. I'll just quickly skip them and come to the main part where we will be selecting the items. In the items tab, notice that you have an item tab, and this is where you will be selecting the items that you are trying to order to this vendor. Let's say there is this item AC578. Using the percentages, you can do a while search, or you can just click on this, arrow button and find new items. I like, finding it via percentage while search. I do that. This is a simple 79 one. This is going to add on this PO line. Notice that automatically the description came from my item record. I can change the description as well here, like if this is something else. Let's say I'm trying to order iPhone 13 Pro Max. Alright, this is my item. I can just change the description. I can enter the quantities. This is the quantity that I'm trying to order. Let's say 10 quantities. You will notice that the rate will auto-populate from the last vendor rate. But if you want to change this, you can also change that. Whatever price is negotiated with the vendor, you can just change the price. Let's say 800 and notice that the overall amount will also change. Once you have entered all this information, and you can also select the expected receipt date for this particular item, and you can add this. And you can add more items as well. Like if you're ordering more than one item, you can add more items. But for the sake of demo, we'll just keep it to one item. And once you have entered all this information, you can also verify the billing information. Here you can select the vendor address. You can review the terms against this vendor that you have established, and once all that information is validated, you can then, simply save this record. Perfect. This now, purchase order is now saved, and notice that the status is now pending receipt. Since I set this approval status to approved automatically, now the next step is to receive the goods against this purchase order. If you hover over to this printed button over here, you will see that there is this option called print. If I click on that, you will notice that there is a PDF that will be generated from NetSuite for this purchase order. This is just a basic PDF template that NetSuite would generate, and this is all. Again, customizable based on the client's requirement. But out of the box, this is something how it looks. The logo is crazy, large. That's why it's not looking very appropriate. But again, this is a training account. But the idea here is that clicking on the printer button over here, you can print this in PDF, and that this would just come up as a PDF file. You can then download it and send it to your vendor. This is also one option of sending out the purchase orders. And if this is a manual process and you think that you should directly be emailing from NetSuite, you can go into the communication tab over here. And the messages, you have this option called email. From this NetSuite record itself, you can directly click on email and you can just send out a PO form to your vendor. Notice that this is an email message that you can type here. You can select your recipient, you can select the email address, and in the messages you can give your subject, purchase order number template. You can give your message over here, a complete detailed message, and in the attachments you can attach the file as well. If you want to attach your purchase order PDF documents, you can attach that file and you can just merge and send. This way, standing in NetSuite without going into your Outlook, you can right away send out purchase order emails to your vendor. Right template is basically, assigned on the form that you have selected on the PO level. If I edit this, you will notice that there were multiple forms and I just selected TS form, something like that. This one TS transaction form. Whatever form you select over here, the PDF template would be derived from that form. You can create 5 custom forms and you can select the right custom form when you are trying to create that transaction. Automatically, when you print the record, that relevant PDF will be written. You can create a custom form and you can create a custom form and you can create a custom form itself via UI. And again, I will show you how to do that in our administration session. But the PDF template, the creation of the PDF template is a combination of coding skills and your UI skills. I'll just on a very high level show you in the administration session how you can assign a PDF template. Or maybe there could be an order in your organization that would create that template, and once that template is created, you can apply on this form and save as that form as your data entry form for your view. That's how it works, and I saw that the PDF form that the company logo is available where we can insert the complete logo. Remember in our initial session when we were doing creation of subsidiaries, on the subsidiary record, you have the ability to select your logos. See, this is from it was generating, and this is, yes, got it, alright, awesome. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.